the strike time was judicially active, and it was judicially active for all the reasons that my partner stated. And in the crossfire, my opponent asked that has Section 4 decrease racism or discrimination, and yes, because my partner also said that in the opening speech that there have been 800 or more instances of laws that Section 4 that would have granted voter ID and make it bad for the minorities, but Section 4 protects the minorities and their voting rights. My opponent also said that at the end of her opening speech that since Section 4 of the Voting Rights Act is outdated, it violates the Constitution. I do not understand that, because there's no law or no amendment in the Constitution that says since something part of the Voting Rights Act is outdated, that it violates the law of the country. And my opponent also said that Section 5 is not a question. It is not exactly a question, but since Section 5 is based upon Section 4, Section 5 is also gone. It will have no effect whatsoever. So that was just to clear that up. And my opponent also said that Section 4 was outdated since like 1975 or some long ago year, but they didn't change the coverage formula since then. But they didn't change it because there was still racism, because they finally made this decision now. If there was no racism back then, why couldn't they just have made the decision back then? Again, to restate my partner, as he used evidence from the NPR with the medicine metaphor, that simply means that Section 4 was working, and if you just stop using Section 4, there will now start again discrimination and racism again in the South states and elsewhere in the U.S. Thank you, and I urge you to calm down.